Hello, my fellow communities in Leeds and in Yorkshire. My name is Mr. J. Skolawole. I'm the founder and the president of the Nigerian Yorkshire Community Network. And I'm talking to you today from our office, which is on Carlton Trading Estate, Office 8, Unit 7, Pickering Street, Amley, Leeds, LS12 2QG. If you want to get in contact with us, please send us an email at admin@nycn.org.uk. If you want to come to our office, you have to make an appointment. Send us an email at admin@nycn.org.uk, or you can give us a call on 0113 873 0617, or you can give us a call on our mobile 07702 577 580. Thank you very much for those people that are listening to our YouTube channel. And this is our ways of making sure that we can broadcast our awareness to families, to the government, to a lot of people. We have our social media, we have our website www.nycn.org.uk. And if you're any of our communities, if you live within our communities, we offer lots of services. All those services are food, jobs, and accommodation, and we do community events working with the government, Leeds City Council, Department of Education, NHS, and other community groups. Today, I want to give you our perspectives on the Nigerian Yorkshire Community Network Foodshare program, on the current high cost of living and impact in the community, in our communities. Our organization was created in 11th of October 2020, and the reason being is basically that we saw how people were suffering during the COVID-19, and we decided to our Foodshare program. Our Foodshare program is to support families, students, asylum seekers, refugees, and homeless, and even and our program and activities is not only to Nigerians, it's to all other races. It's open to everybody. So if you want to attend our events, it's open to everybody, no matter where you come from, whether you're white or black, whether you're from a Muslim or Christian or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's open to everybody. What I want to talk about today is about our perspectives on the current high cost of living and impact that is having on our current communities, families, and individuals, and even children and young ones. The Foodshare program we've started has been very successful, and I would like to use this opportunity to say thank you to people that have supported us. From the bottom of my heart, I would like to say thank you to West Riding Masonic Charity Limited, Leeds Community Foundation, Hamara, Leeds City Council, Department of Education, and other individuals that have donated towards our program. Our Foodshare program is growing stronger on a daily basis. As you can see, within our storage office, as you can see, I will show you around. This is all where we store foods and etc. And we have our fridge, as you can see there, our fridge, and we have our freezer and our fridge, etc. that is there. So this is just to give you an idea of what we do. Now, our Foodshare program has been helping families. We've distributed food of more than 30,000 food parcels. And this is, I cannot say it's not only by my power or by anybody. It's working with volunteers, working with community groups, working with charity groups, and working with schools and etc. So different organizations. And if you're an organization there, you want to work with us, please contact us. So our perspectives and opinions about the current high cost of living and impact on our communities is that a lot of family are having, going through hard time at this moment. Yesterday, the Bank of England have just increased the rate again now. So families that are renting, families that are doing mortgages, their rent and mortgage are going to be going up, and this is having impact on landlords, and landlord will have to pass all those rates to tenants, And tenants that are unable to afford to pay, they end up homeless. That is why. So we have more homeless people on the street of UK, on the street of Yorkshire, on the street of Leeds today. We have families that even new young ones that have just finished university, they're trying to start their life. They're unable to start a mortgage because of the high rate. We know that the impact of all this is one of the situations that is going on in Russia, the war that is going on in between Russia and Ukraine. And this has had an impact on the government, which I can appreciate that the government has actually tried, to support families right from the COVID-19. I'm not going to sit down here to say that, okay, the government has not done anything. The government has done a lot of stuff, and we have to work with the government. That is the way I look at things. It's not about one party or the other, either Labour or Conservative or Green Party or Liberal Party. I don't do parties. I'm a kind of a person that I look at the situation, and if that situation can help families, children, and young ones, that is what I will go for. And I know the current government are trying their best, and I want every party to come together and work with the government. Whenever I listen to the news all the time, it's either one party opposing the current government or the current government opposing one party opposing the other. It doesn't really help people. Your arguments, we don't want to see your arguments, whether on a party basis. We don't want to see that. What we want to see is the impact on the ground to make sure families, children, young ones, and even people that are living within the community are living a better life. And I sent an email to some of the group of communities and councillors of recent, and what I said is that health and a well-fed community, it is a strong community. Our community are going through lots of challenges now. Families are going through lots of challenges. We distribute food on a weekly basis. And we distribute food at the moment at 3 locations, LS11 in front of our office. We distribute foods at Kashmir Car Park, and we distribute food at Hay Hills, and we distribute food in Bradford. And our program is classed as the mobile Foodshare program. It's a mobile food bank. What that means is that a lot of families are unable to get to where the food bank is in their area. So if you're telling families to go to a certain food bank, they don't even have money to buy bus tickets, not to talk of going there. So this is why our mobile Foodshare program have been working, and we'd like to say thank you again to all our sponsors and funders. I'm not going to sit down there and lie. It has made an impact. This office I'm sitting down to is sponsored by Leeds City Council through Leeds Community Foundation and other funding organizations that have supported us. We have signed a lease of 3 years, and we want to continue that. We need a bigger place. As you can see, we're collecting lots of food, and I'd like to say thank you to Foodshare, thank you to Neighborly, thank you to Asda, Tesco, Morrison, KFC, Nando's, and other supermarkets, and Morrison's and Asda, they've given food to us by signing up to this partnership with Foodshare or Neighborly or other organization. But our aim is to make sure family continues to receive food. So if you're a family out there, you're going through hard time, we work with the job center, we work with Department of Work Pension, we work with Leeds City Council. So if any of you are listening to this video, if you work in any government organization in Leeds or Yorkshire, if you have families, if you have people that are going through hard time, you can refer them to us. Send us an email at admin@nycn.org.uk, or they can fill in they can go online. We have a Foodshare program, as you can see, that is it there. And that QR code, all you need to do, you scan it. If you scan that QR code now, that's why I'm putting it if you scan that QR code will get you to our application. You will now register. Once you register on our application online, then whenever we're distributing food on a weekly basis, at the moment we're doing it every Monday, we cannot schedule a certain day because we only distribute food as we receive it from food supplier, supermarket, Foodshare, Neighborly, KFC, and etc. or other organizations. So I would like to tell you the procedure is very simple. If you know that you're unable to use computer or your phone, you can send us an email at admin@nycn.org.uk. We will be able to respond and see how we can. If you're in a critical situation, whether you have a critical situation in your house, you're disabled, or you're going through illness, you're unable to leave the house, or you're over 65, or you're in homes, if you want a special delivery of a weekly Foodshare program, you can always send us an email at admin@nycn.org.uk, and we will try and respond. We will need your full name, your address, and your telephone number, so that by the time we want to do distribution, we can call you. So the nature of our Foodshare program is very simple, and it helps a lot of community. This year, we're doing lots of healthy holiday projects. Were sponsored by Department of Education in partnership with Lee City Council, and that project involves food. And what that means, that is what is called Healthy Holidays. Healthy Holidays is about getting our children, young ones, to do exercise. At the same time, we give them healthy food. And that is what we're doing. We're working with different organizations. And if you want to see other upcoming events which will benefit your children, it's free for children. I want to make that clear. And it's open to everybody. Please visit our website, www.org.uk, or you can send us an email, admin@nycn.org.uk. Give us a call, 0113-873-0617, or you can give us a call on our mobile 07702-577. We appreciate everybody's contribution, but we want to continue this program, this Foodshare program. If you register for the Foodshare program, you'll be able to receive one food parcel worth 40 to 50 to 60 pounds per week. And that means that once we send out an email, you have to look at the email, look at the area that is close to you, then you come and collect your food parcel. The food parcel can contain rice, spaghetti, oil, bananas, fruits, different types of chilled food, chicken, KFC, Nando chicken, and etc. So there is a whole lot of stuff you can get, especially for children. So what I would say is that I would like to, introduce our organization to you once more again. The opportunity is there. But at the same time, I would like to use this medium to appeal to our government, to our council leaders, to our community leaders, to all charity and community groups. Let's come together and work together to make sure we can feed our community so that we can make them stronger. I've said in my first message, the topic of it is healthy and well-fed community will always equal a strong community. And that is what we want. The opportunities are there. We are a community. We are a small community group that we started in 2020. And we're now growing with the support of, the government, Lee City Council, Lee's Community Foundation, other funding organizations, National Lottery, and we work with Amara, we work with other organizations. So we would like to say thank you. So the current crisis is, is not suitable for anybody. Families are going through a time. Even people that are working, the salary is not enough. So I will give you some examples. There was a family that I went to deliver food yesterday, and he was telling me that the landlord has asked him basically to move out because the rent when he moved in was £400. Now the rent is now £700 or £750. How can you? And this is more or less like an elderly person, more than 65. I've seen families that they have 3 bedrooms. They were asking me that can they accommodate their two husbands and 3 kids in a studio flat, and I told them right away, no, that's not possible. You're gonna be inspected by the Lee City Council. I don't think that is not according to the Lee City Council or how you house your families. You must have 2 to 3 bedrooms. 2 to 3 bedrooms in Leeds and in Yorkshire, you're looking at around 750, 800, 1,000 pounds, 1,300, etc. So this is not affordable for families, even if you're not getting salaries. So the appeal to the government, to Lee City Council, is that we need to support community groups that are engaged in food parcel, food share program. Let's help them out. Let's give them more money. Amara is one of the food hubs that we work with, and at the end of the day, we're part of this food program, ethnic food program, that is really beneficial to our communities, to a lot of people. So I would like to use this opportunity. So thank you to everybody. Please, if you want to see us or come and meet up with us, book an appointment with us by sending an email to admin@nycn.org.uk, or you can give us a call 011 0803-873-0617. It's very simple. And if you want to receive food parcel, you just have to register. And once you register, we would always get back to you. We will send you an email. But let me show you this is our flyer. Again, if you want to register, please scan the QR code. The QR code is there, and make it stable. Once you scan the QR code, that QR code will get you to our registration line, and you will be able to fill in the registration. There is a special section in the registration. That special section is only for disabled, elderly, people that are in critical conditions that are unable to leave the house. Then we can afford to say we want to go and deliver to them by van. The purpose of the van, which is the mobile food share program, is to help families, is to drive the food down to your area. At the moment, we're distributing food in 4 collection points in Yorkshire, 3 collection points in Leeds. We want to expand that to other areas. So please stay tuned with us. If we have not gotten to your area, please stay tuned. What I can say is that we're not going to be able to deliver food to your house, but we can deliver food near your area or near your postcode, okay? So thank you very much for listening. So this is just a brief about the Nigerian Yorkshire Community Network Food Share Program perspectives on the current high cost of living and impact in our community. We want you to understand that our program is feeding the community and tackling food waste. If you're a supermarket out there, you have any food that you want to, please contact us. We will collect the food. There are lots of families that are waiting to eat food. Some families are unable to eat three square meals in a day. Young ones, children, homeless, refugees, asylum seekers, we need to help them. So it's very important that we stay focused. Let's stay focused, helping families during this high cost of living, because as long as the war in Russia is still going, there will still some issues, and basically some people are unable to pay their bills. And I know that the government has weighed in recently that they're going to be granting 100 license. I think I will support that notion, because what it is that as much as we're trying to get to zero net, or we're trying to do all these climate changes, we need to look at people that are suffering. The cost of going to zero net for families, is very expensive. It's too expensive. The people that are using hybrid or electric cars is only for the rich, not for the poor, not for the middle class ever. So we need to understand that the cost of the climate change is very expensive. When you see China, America, India, other people that are burning crude, they're drilling crude oil, they're burning coal, they are not supporting the global warming. So UK has actually done their best, but UK cannot do it alone. We are all in this one globe. If I can give you an example, we are all in this one globe. So what I'm saying is that this is the globe. This is the world we are all in. UK has done a lot in terms of making sure that we have more wind farm, more wind farm, basically more budget, billions of dollars the UK has spent on climate change. But when you see China that is over there, China, India, America, other countries that are still producing crude oil, the Middle East are producing crude oil. Why do you want the UK to stop? Why is UK buying oil from other countries and using it to power our light? What I would say to people, the people that protest, just stop oil, the climate change people, I support the climate change, I support everybody, but we need to understand that the oil and gas cannot stop now. Because what happened is, as much as we're trying to get UK to stop everybody in 2030, it's not going to happen. Because it's not comfortable for middle class, poor people. And what I would tell all the just oil and everybody is that if you want to protest, you have to turn your light off first. Make sure you're not using the light. Make sure that you're not driving diesel car and petrol car. Show an example before you start protesting. When I saw the news, people went to the Prime Minister's house. It's not supported. It's not fair. It's not fair. When you're protesting, but in your house you use gas, you use light, You drive the diesel car, you drive the petrol car, but you're protesting. You don't understand the impact of going to electric, etc. The ULEZ in London is a good thing. Every city in the UK that are trying to introduce this emission is a good thing. But what is the cost to motorists? What is the cost to families? Don't just think about yourself as, because you are an MP, you're a mayor, you're a councillor, or you're the minister. Don't just think about yourself. Think about other people that are in the middle class, are on the lower level class, that are unable to afford this. The climate change, everybody around the world must contribute. As long as China and India and America is actually producing coal, drilling crude oil, the climate change can never be over. I can tell you that. UK can do its bit, but UK cannot have the impact on all the world. We have the G7, we have the United Nations, everybody keep on saying climate change, climate change. In the UK at the moment, we hardly have summer. And in Europe, there is lots of burning fires, etc., heat waves. So the climate change, I support it, but let's not make it, uncomfortable for families in the lower ground, in the middle ground. Let's not force motorists in London that they have to be paying £12 a day because you have the money to buy the electric, which is costing 25 to 30,000 pounds. And for people that their car is like 5,000 pounds, where are they going to get the money from? We need to think about this properly, and this is why the cost of energy is going up, because UK continues to buy energy from outside country. If we have energy at the back of our yard, we can drill it. Let's drill it. Rome was not built in a day. Rome was not built in a day. So yes, we will go to zero net, but not now. Not in 20, 25 years or 50 years, not in 100 years. The crude oil will always exist for the next 100, 200 years. And as long as the Middle East, China, India, America, even Africa are still drilling, they will still continue to pollute the air. And one country cannot save the world from climate change. UK cannot save the country from climate change. But all of us have to come together. It has to be an agreement. And some people were telling me that China was saying that UK has been burning coal oil since the empire, since down in 10 ADs. Now UK is telling us, everybody is telling us that in China that we should stop burning coal. The China will not agree to that. So my focus is that let's focus on the citizen. Let's make sure that whatever we can drill, we drill. We if we're giving it out, like the Prime Minister said, we're going to be doing a carbon capture. I'm a project manager, an engineer, so I understand what carbon capture is. That is a very good solution. But let's give the Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, an opportunity to help families who are going through hard time. Please, if you're protesting out there, climate change, just oil, I beg you, please, we're not against you, but it's not time for us to shut down the crude oil down to zero. It's not possible. How are we going to be able to power this light? You are in your house using light, driving diesel and petrol. Are you not polluting the air? Are you not contributing polluting the air? Why are you pretending going out, protesting, when you're using light, you're using gas in your house to cook? These are all the things we need to question. We should not just jump on the street. Let's check ourselves first. Am I abiding? Am I doing? Because you're not practicing what you're preaching. That is the problem. Okay? So this is my own, this globe, all of us has to contribute in order for climate change to come true. Sorry, that is the diversion. I'm not supposed to be talking about globe, but it was just part of the conversation because this is one of the things that is impacting families, high energy cost. And the reason why we're having high energy cost is all because we can't buy oil from Russia. We're buying crude oil from outside, which is costing us billions of pounds. But now Rishi Sunak, let's support the Prime Minister, whatever he wants to do. Why are we always protesting? We have teachers striking, we have everybody striking. We cannot borrow ourselves out, go into debt. Let's try and work with the Prime Minister. The crude oil is going to be a short time, but at this time, let's use it to come back. The UK is in inflation. The UK at the moment, technically, we're in recession. People can't get jobs at all. So this is my opinion. Let's continue to help families. Our job in the Nigerian Yorkshire community is to continue to help families with food, jobs, and accommodation, and we'll continue to do so. So thank you very much for all our listeners. Thank you all. We want all our leaders to step up, support us, support our community, whatever we ask for. Thank you very much. God bless you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.